Hello, folks. I think the first time I've had a show start on time. Hopefully it's working this time. Anytime I've actually had it start on time, there was something wrong with the video or the audio or something. Okay, as you can see in the description, tonight's real show is on my other platform. I'm going to talk about what the other show is about. The reason... There's multiple reasons why I'm going to another platform. One is obviously the monetization of YouTube, or lack of it. And another reason is that they're so restrictive on what I can do on my show anyway. The show I did tonight, that's about Expedition Bigfoot, has a bunch of clips from I am seeing stuttering on this preview. You've got to be kidding me. It better not be stuttering. Anyway, so now it's doing the circle thing. Man, it says it's healthy, I guess it's all right. Anyway, there's a bunch of clips in there showing the evidence they found and stuff like that, which are things that I can't have on here because you get that copyright hit. So, what I would have wanted to do for the show tonight, you're going to find on the other platform, and the link is in the description below. Now, as far as the other platform, this is the web link. And if you have the library app installed, that's the library link. How to get to my Sasquatch Hypotheses channel on there. I have 3 channels on there, just like I have here on YouTube. I actually have more than that, but 3 that I'm actually messing with or actually doing anything on. And you can find my 3 channels on YouTube if you go to my main page and look at, I think it's on this side, it says my channels, my other channels, something like that. One is about my MS, and the other one is actually a new channel I started about cryptocurrency and that kind of stuff. Let me move this out of my way so I can see the chat window here. Mammal in the Woods, how's it going? Lane Norton, hey buddy, I haven't seen you in a while. Is that everybody that's in here, just you two? I have to move it the other way, so okay, we got, it looks like a few more people in here. Let me figure out how to do this so I can see. I guess that'll work. I guess I don't have to look at that other thing. I'm not doing any content. So, guys, according to my preview here on YouTube, it's like getting a little circle deal and it's freezing. Does it look all right, or is it doing that for y'all? I think there's a 10-second delay right now. I have it on ultra low latency. If it looks okay to you, let me know in the chat, would you? Matt Chambers, how's it going? New Hampshire, huh? Yeah, I'm from Boston. Been in New Hampshire. Actually saw a Bigfoot I think it was New Hampshire. It was either New Hampshire or Vermont. We started in New Hampshire. I think we ended up in Vermont, but we were on this long road that went between them up in the White Mountains. Saw a Bigfoot up there. Oh, cool. Okay, it keeps freezing on my preview display here, but I'll ignore that if everything's cool for you guys. So, because of all of the copyright issues, I mean, even though, I mean, fair use includes commentary, so I should be able to do clips and do commentary, but every time I've done that, they red flag it, they demonetize, and it takes like a week or 2, or if ever, to get it, fixed and all that stuff. So that video is on my other platform. So if you want to see the video that has the clips of all the evidence, well, whatever the evidence I went over tonight, there's going to be a 2 or 3 part series because there's a lot to go over. So I went over vocalizations. They found a Bigfoot nest and a Bigfoot footprint, and I think that was it that I went over tonight. But I showed the clips. Only a 20-minute show. I'm going to try and keep my show shorter because I've been looking in my analytics and it looks like people only watch for 10-15 minutes. the majority of people, so I'm trying to keep them shorter. Tell you a story about a man named Jed. He's a poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. And then he was shooting at a groundhog one day, and a bunch of oil shot up out of the ground, and he moved to Beverly Hills. There you go. As far as Expedition Bigfoot, if you guys haven't seen it, it's a good show. I mean, it is what Finding Bigfoot should have been. They're doing what I was talking about doing before I got hit with the MS. I was going to travel around in a motorhome and go to Bigfoot hotspots for like weeks at a time, 3 weeks, and go looking for evidence. Well, they're going out. The one season is them going to one location out in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the mountains, camping there for 3 weeks, and every day looking for evidence. That's what the series is. Texas tea, yeah. A man named Jed, poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. So if you haven't seen it, have you all seen it? Has nobody seen it? Let me know in the comments. David Marks, how's it going? Yeah, Michigan. I lived in Ohio. That's where I was before I came down here to Alabama. Says he's a clampet. I don't know what you're saying there. So if you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. You can find it on Google Play Movies. What is it? Movies and TV, whatever the hell it is. But that's where I got it. I got the whole series so I could watch the whole thing for the show, because I watched. I saw one episode somewhere for free, and I thought it looked pretty good, so I got the whole series. What else? Yeah, they have a actual, real primatologist as part of the team. She started out a skeptic, not quite as bad as that Renee chick, but she was a skeptic with an open mind, because she herself is credited with finding an unknown primate here recently. So, and she worked with another guy who found like 7 of them, 7 unknown primates. He's like, he got a Nobel Prize and everything. I think they said they call him the hero of the world. But she worked with him. She's done it. I mean, she's been in Africa, I think the Congo, Madagascar. I mean, she's the real deal. She's been chased by silverback gorillas. You know, she's the real deal. And she's out there. She starts out a skeptic, but by the end of the first season, she's not so much of a skeptic, I don't think. She's still a scientist and can't say, but you can tell. She's convinced. She's convinced that there's something really going on. Matt Chambers, you saw it? Yeah, I thought it's what Finding Bigfoot should have been. Or what it would have been nice if it was. 9 years of every season, 3 weeks out looking for Bigfoot. That would have been amazing. They probably would have found it by now. You know, I think that it's quite possible this team will, at the very least, get some of the best video evidence ever. You know, I think that if they get renewed and they get more seasons, they're going to get they've already got closer than Finding Bigfoot ever did. They've got thermal footprints, vocalizations. They were being followed in the woods. They found a nest. I mean, the whole game. And actually, the girl, the primatologist, was in her tent one night, and she got woke up. She thought she heard children laughing outside of her tent. Now, she says, "I think I was just dreaming." But that's people are known to hear that from Sasquatch. I think more than likely, she heard a Sasquatch laughing. And, you know, it woke her up, and because, you know, she was in that groggy haze, you'll hear her explain it if you watch the show. But I think I'm leaning more towards it was Bigfoot activity than her just dreaming. Yeah, I got the ball rolling, but imagine how much this expedition Bigfoot would have got the ball rolling, going 3 weeks out in the middle of nowhere, doing research every single day. So, hello, Cryptid559. Yeah, mimicking kids. She said it sounded like children laughing. Now, here's a spooky thing. If you haven't seen it, it was, I think that very night, it was either that night or the next night, they were out looking for, they had gotten one of those blimps that did a thermal sweep, and they found a thermal footprint, and they went looking for it. And when they were out looking for it, they found a graveyard of children. She started crying. She almost lost it because she had just heard those children giggling, and now she run across out in the middle of the trees, in the middle of nowhere. It's an old mining colony or camp or whatever from like 200 years ago, and everybody died. So it like got abandoned. They found they found 2 buildings out there, and the mine. But a whole graveyard of nothing but children. I think they were all under the age of either 2 or 3. And the reason is because the mine, they were mining cinnabar, and cinnabar is the most deadly mineral known to man. It's what they make mercury out of. And I think it was mercury. But this mine, evidently they had all gotten it on them. The children got it. I mean, and they called it something. They have their nickname for it, but basically everybody died, and all the children died. It was pretty bad. Joe Woods, are you? Is this like? It's like an animated BS video you're talking about here? Or is it a real, actual video? Put the link in the chat. Let everybody look at it. Oh my God, Lane, Dee Dee. You need to watch my last show called The Year of Hell. That woman is gone. You know, and Dee Dee, if you're watching this, you need to contact me so that I can divorce you, because I cannot legally divorce you unless you sign off on a piece of paper in the state of Alabama. And in Louisiana, I can't divorce you because I'm not a resident. You can divorce me in Louisiana, and by God, if you want to, go ahead and do that and send me the paperwork. I'll sign it, send it back to you next day. And send my mother's ring back too. Back to the show. Sorry, people. Would you say it would be something paranormal activity or Sasquatch, or do you think they're interrelated? What are you talking about? The kids or the graveyard or what? Oh, really? Well, put the link in there, Joe. I'd like to have a look at that myself. Hi, Brian. Would you say, Joe, you'd say it's on the state of Seattle's or the state of Washington's homepage? Well, she didn't really have experience with the kids. She heard giggling while she was sleeping in her tent, and it woke her up. She thinks she dreamt it. The cemetery, it was just a cemetery. There's nothing paranormal. It was a cemetery. Oh yeah, Dee Dee, she's crazy as a sack of cats. I'm telling you. I didn't realize it till I got down there, but She's an extremely heavy drinker, and she was, I mean, physically assaulted me. I had to call the police on her 3 times. Department of Transportation. Let me see if I can look that up. Let me use my other, I have to use this browser, I guess. Well, I can't look because then I won't be able to see the chat. Yeah, infrasound. Well, I don't know what I think about that infrasound in Expedition Bigfoot, Chuck, because the first guy, he suffered with it for what, a full day? Now, either the Bigfoot was walking around behind him. I mean, you get hit by infrasound. Yeah, infrasound does have an effect on you, but once it's gone, the effect goes away. You don't continue to get worse. I don't know. My impression was the guy didn't want to, honestly, my impression was the guy didn't want to be out there anymore. So he pretended he was sick so he could leave. My honest to God impression, that's what it was. I don't know why. Maybe he heard one close by and it scared him. I don't know why, but my impression was he wanted to leave. Honestly. I could be wrong, but that's my honest impression. The other guy, that was more like infrasound. He got sick for a short period of time. I don't even know how long it was, but he got over it. That I could believe. Ruptured Duck, how's it going? Chuck Warren? Oh, I was just talking to you about the infrasound people. I thought it was Joe or Mammal in the Woods or somebody. Anybody else here that hasn't said hello? I've got 21 viewers. Yeah, it's not much of a show. It's mostly me talking. Again, if you want to see what the show would have been tonight, I couldn't do it because of copyright reasons. The link is in the description to go to my other platform, library.tv, LBRY.tv. Ow. Library.tv. That probably blew your eardrums out too. And Sasquatch Hypotheses. And you'll see tonight's show. All of my videos are there. All the videos I do, this one will end up over there too. So if you're on library.tv, if you're on library and you're seeing this, I'm referring to the video that's actually dated prior to this one. It's just, I already uploaded it and then did this show on YouTube, so it'll get synced over. She didn't steal it. That was my mom's ring for her wedding ring. But, you know, my mom got that back in the 70s. My sister wants it to stay in the family. She just hasn't returned it, you know. And technically, I guess she doesn't have to, but, you know, it would be nice. Hey, Crypto, how's it going? Yes, please hit the like button, because that's evidently now the like button is important. Like, subscribe, comment, share it. I have it set so you can embed it on your website, whatever, on Reddit. If you have a Reddit account, you can embed it there. Damn, hitting my hand on this. I don't have my regular desk. I don't have my regular anything, because it's all in storage in Louisiana. See, this is my mic thing. Well, I do have my mic, but I don't have the mixing panel that I plug these XMR cables into. That's why my sound sounds like crap, because I'm using actually the microphone built into my webcam. And it's been like almost 3 weeks since my last video. I meant to get one out sooner, but I was waiting for Library to sync all my videos over so I could tell you about my channel, because I didn't even know what the channel URL would be until after the videos finished sync. And it took them almost 2 weeks to finish syncing those. And then I was supposed to go to Louisiana last Monday and I was said, well, let me wait till I get my desk and everything set up, and then I can, because it sounds like crap. And it didn't work out. I didn't end up going. So, and I thought I have to get a show out. So here I am. Expedition Bigfoot guys are playing with fire, Chuck. Yeah. Well, they're out there. They're doing it. I mean, if one of them gets messed up, I hope to get video of it at least. You know. Looks big, but no scale. But does it look like a Bigfoot? Yeah, David 91. That's a good point about infrasound. That was the other thing about the infrasound that hit these people in Expedition Bigfoot. The one guy, he was sick for like a day. You know, well, that Dr. What's her name? Mayer, I think is her last name. I forget, Mariah or Maria. Wow, I can't believe I don't remember her name. But anyway, the primatologist chick was with him the whole time. She didn't get sick. You know, I mean, I could, if she at least got woozy a couple of times, it would have been like, oh, well, he's following you, and I just kind of got hit a couple of times because I was near you. She never felt nothing. The other guy who got sick, he is, and you know, both of them have cameramen following him around. The cameraman didn't get sick. It was only these two dudes. So the first guy who was sick for like a whole day, I honestly believe he just wanted to go home. The other guy, I think probably something did happen. You know, I mean, he got woozy for some reason. It could have been anything. It could have been something he ate. You know, who knows? But it didn't last very long with him. Crypto, yeah. I've always thought that they were not like, there were multiple hominids or what is it? I don't know, human offshoots like Neanderthals and all that. I think, yes, one of those relic hominids. I think it's one of those. You know, one of those that we used to coexist with thousands of years ago. That's still here. Yeah, I believe that. I've always believed that. Yeah, Lane, I'll have to look at that. If you can put, if anyone can figure out how to put the link in the chat. Actually, I might have turned off the ability to put links in chat. Possibly. Or spell it out, or tell me exactly how to find it when I go looking for it. So yeah, again, if you want to see what I would like to have put on YouTube for tonight's show, but I can't because of copyright. Well, I mean, it's not breaking the law. It's just YouTube's a pain in the ass as far as copyright stuff. So I have it on my other library.tv, lbry.tv, and you can see the link down below. And also, where is it? Over here. Down in the corner. $27 people, 25 now. Oh, we just lost 2 people at the same time. I'll be doggone. 6 likes. Thank you, people. Let's see if we can get that up to 25. I don't know if I've ever had 25 likes on any of my videos. I never ask people to like. I should. You know. Hey, and the deal with the new platform is if you create an account on there, you can, it's cryptocurrency is involved. Like you can support me and it uses cryptocurrency, and you can, and I guess you get the cryptocurrency, like so much of it every day just for watching videos. Then you can use it to support my channel. I don't really know the whole deal. And My videos have never been on the front page yet. I don't think I've ever even had anyone look at them on there yet, so I don't know exactly how good this new platform is going to be, but it's a start. I looked at that D live, and it's only for live. I can't do like recorded shows, so I'm not going to do that. Well, Matt, of course, 100%, but can't figure out no bodies, bones, or evidence. You can't find the bones of anything out there. You don't find bears, or very rarely, and there are thousands of bears. There are hundreds of thousands of deer, and you very rarely run across. If you run and find one deer bone, that's probably lucky. In Expedition Bigfoot, they actually found the skull, or part of the skull anyway, the top half of a deer. That's the first time I've ever seen anyone mention it. I've been out in the woods. I mean, my father's side of the family lives in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I used to live up on the top of a mountain. In the morning when we woke up, the clouds were below us. You know, that's where I saw my Bigfoot from 5 feet away. I've walked all up and down the sides of those mountains. You know, when I was a kid, I never found a dead animal of any kind, a squirrel, a bird, anything. So to find something that's rare, I'm not surprised at all. What 13-year-old boy in Kentucky? No kidding. David Marks, a human body was found up in a tree in Central Park. How about, what is it, New York? I guess Central Park's pretty big, but still, I mean, that is a weird place for a Bigfoot to should end up. All right, Crypto, you're what on Netflix? A doctor? No, dude, you got to tell me the name of that show. I'll go look that up right after we get off here. I got to see that. Ryan, 13-year-old boy in Kentucky, killed and drug up the mountain a few hundred yards. Well, if he was drug up the mountain, it was probably a cougar or a bear. Well, I think a bear just kills you and they cover you up right where you are. They don't really carry you, but a cougar probably would. For those of you watching this in the future, and it looks like I'm just sitting here I'm actually reading chat. I think you can see the live chat if you're watching the video on a computer. I don't think you can if you watch it like on your Roku or your phone. David Marks, human body. So Central Park, New York, no kidding. How high up in the tree do you know? How high up in the tree was the body found? Let's see, I've been on for how long now? 11 minutes, I think it says. Let me look at my thing here. I've been on for 38 minutes. This can't be right. It says the average watch time is 5 minutes. So you guys are only watching, you stop watching my video, but you're still chatting. That's just crazy. Average watch time, 6 minutes. Out of 38. And there, 28 of you are actually, I guess, maybe not, maybe coming and going. I don't know. I can't figure out that average watch time though. Thanks, Matt. It's really not my best show. I'm just, you know, chatting basically. This show anyway. There will be others. I'm going to continue to do shows on YouTube. I'm just, anything that's like be too controversial or whatever for YouTube, I'm going to put it on my other, on library.com only, and then I'll come in here and I'll talk about it like I did tonight. Good luck figuring what out, mammal in the woods. Well, good luck figuring what out. I think I lost track of what we were talking about. Type that in at Netflix. You did say Netflix, didn't you? That's a weird, that's like a Google search term. Oh, yeah. All right, yeah, mammal in the woods, yeah. Yeah, it's a little crazy. You guys, the same people keep talking to me, but the average watch time is only 6 minutes. I don't get it. Does anybody have any questions or anything? I have to look that up. Open up tap? What is tap? Matt, what do you mean post what link? You're talking about the library.tv link? It's in the description below. Joe Woods, I think that there are 30,000 Sasquatch in the United States. I think that's what the population is in the U.S. It could have been, you said Kentucky, yeah, because they've, wolves have moved down. There's wolves all the way down into North South Carolina now, coming down along the Appalachians, so it could have been a wolf. Matt, I don't have a website, buddy. I need to make one. I should. But it wouldn't be specifically Sasquatch hypotheses. It would be like my website with all the different channels, all the different stuff I do on there. But yeah, I should do one. But you got to make enough money to afford it. Can't do that driving Uber and Lyft. For those of you who don't know, I'm handicapped. I got hit with MS 2 years ago and I can barely walk. So I can't really do anything except drive Uber and Lyft and do this. Tab. Okay, what is it? What is it? I'm trying to find what you told me a minute ago. Posts. Type that in. On YouTube. Oh, so it's not Netflix, it's in YouTube? Ruptured duck, no, you don't get charged anything. They give you some amount of cryptocurrency and then you use that to support creators somehow. I don't really know exactly how it works yet. Oh, so it's not Netflix. All right. I thought you said it was on Netflix. Now I'll have to find what your search was again. BC man files lawsuit. Is that the guy? Is that the doctor with the 3 Bigfoots? Okay, I'll look at that when we get off here. Okay, guys, anything else? The description below or this link right here is where my other, that's where you'll find the show that I couldn't put on here because of the way YouTube's rules are. Tonight's show is actually here. If you go here, library.tv, and I have the link to the show itself in the description. I think what's real. The thing you want me to search for on YouTube? Okay, hold on. Let me search for... Okay. BC man. Bigfoot is real. Should get it. There it is. Hold on, guys. I can't hear it. I have to put my headphones on. You just lay down. Let's see. I think you guys are going to hear it too. Hold on. Oh my God. The law courts. I guess that's what they call them in Canada. Oh, y'all can't hear that. Okay. A dozen.
But when he does, he'll be ready.
I'm gonna win. There's no. I have so much evidence. I'm so confident. I can't see how I could lose this case.
Tonwalsh City News, Bigfoot Country.
Oh man, Todd. Todd Standing. The thing of it is, I actually did a show where I said that there is enough evidence to prove Bigfoot's real in civil court. Not, you can't, because you have to have a reason to go, though. Peter Kane's videos. Shot a Bigfoot and he has the body parts. No, I don't know who that is. Washington State Department of Transportation. Yeah, guys, Todd Standing, I mean, first of all, they put that picture of that stupid pillow with hair on it that and eyes, buttons for eyes. Yeah, the photo evidence he's put up is BS. Yeah, okay. Professor E. Berger. Goodbye. And let me see, what was the thing you wanted me to search for? Peter Kent, no. Washington State Department of Transportation. Washington State Department of Transportation. I don't know, it's Washington Transportation. Transportation. That should work. Okay, maybe not, because I'm not seeing anything. HP Synergy, not it. Is it? All right, I'll look at this. Maybe this is it. Something about a DOT guy. I can't see your chat right now because I'm looking at something else.
Pictures here that were posted on the Twitter of WS.
Let y'all listen to it.
Where they posted at around 3 o'clock on January 22nd, Sasquatch spotted. I'm not superstitious, just a little stitious. Have you noticed something strange on our Sherman Pass?
Yeah, it's not a Bigfoot
webcam before. If you look closely by the tree on the left, there looks to be something, might be Sasquatch. We will leave that up to you. So I took a look at these pictures, and I'll even pull the thumbnail up because that
is there really supposed to be a video? Because all I'm seeing is pictures.
Look at the big one to the left-hand side of your screen, and it looks like, yes, something might be in the process of walking there. But if you look on the left-hand side, which is the other photo, that object seems to be in the same position. So I even went a step further, and I found the live webcam. So this is a live image as I'm recording this right now for you guys. And it shows this. Now, that object is missing. There's something a little, I can't tell if that's the tree trunk maybe just popping a little bit. But let me do this and see. They're pretty close to each other. There's definitely something there. But I find it odd that so it's not in the live camera shot. The shot that is currently live as I record this, there is nothing there. But then you look, boom, there's something there.
Okay, I don't know if that's the same thing. Whatever that is, that's not a Bigfoot. If something else. Here we go. An alleged Bigfoot caught on camera by the Department of Transportation, Washington. Let's see. Oh yeah, that one's moving, so that's probably it.
A Twitter account named Snoqualmie Pass posted a video of an alleged Bigfoot found in their mountain passes in Washington. It must be
Why do you keep covering it?
this week, and the Washington State Department of Transportation has had a front row seat on this.
Yeah.
Earlier this week, the department apparently captured photos of the creature on its Sherman Pass.
Okay, guys. Let me get caught up on the chat here. I'm back. Imagining Bigfoot in your mom's basement. All right, was it a Bigfoot that's like walking like up a snowy hill? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, crazy bent wig. Bye. See ya. Oh. Yeah, that's not a Bigfoot. You can see he's wearing like a coat because right down below his butt, you can see where the bottom of the coat goes across from one leg to the other. It's obviously a dude in a coat. And the legs, the length of the legs, the arms, the stride, all of that stuff is not right. It's a guy. It's some dude. At least my opinion. What DMV video are you talking about, Roxanne? Chat's not moving anymore. Is everybody gone? It looks like yeah, I've not heard about that one there, Roxanne. Group of 5. I'm talking about, it's just one. It looks like a dude with like snow pants on. He's wearing one of those, those long jackets where the bottom of it comes down below the crotch. But it's like the colors match or something. So looks like he's all one. What are you doing here, girl? Can I talk to you? Crazy bent leg. Dude, you might as well give it up. Nobody sees your comments. I can tell you're making comments, but they're still hidden. Just tells me you made another comment. Unhidden. Why? Matt, why did you unhide him? I just hit him because he's talking crap. Hello? now hidden again. Matt, are you in here? Because I haven't even seen you say anything. Or did somebody hack your account? I saw a Bigfoot, Joe, if you're asking me, I saw a Bigfoot in Virginia looking at me in a window from 5 feet away. And I also saw a Bigfoot up in the White Mountains, and it was either New Hampshire or Vermont. I'm not quite sure which state I was in at the time because we drove on a long road that went from one to the other. Yeah, Matt, why did you unhide him? Do you know him? Because he was saying something about me and my mother in the basement with Bigfoot or something like that, so I hid him. Yeah, I was 13. I bolted and the chair went flying across the room. Once, at first I thought it was my uncle trying to scare us kids because we were sitting around the kitchen table talking, laughing and carrying on. The table was pushed up against the wall. Above the table was a window. It was an old farmhouse. Oh, okay. Up against the table was a window, and I leaned back laughing, and I looked up and I saw two white dots on the window, and I thought, well, there's nothing on the wall behind me. What's making that reflection? And I turned around and looked, and there was nothing there. So I kept staring to try to figure out what it was, and then you know how your eyes adjust if you look outside, you know. And I saw a face, and it had a big hairy. Before I actually saw the face, I could see the sky. I could see the outline of what looked like a big, those big poofy hats that Russian people wear. I don't know what they're called. That's what it looked like. And I was about to say, Carl, why are you wearing a fur hat? It's like 80 degrees outside because it was in August. And just before, as I opened my mouth to say it, that's when the face came in. And I was like, well, that's not Carl, And then I thought, well, he's probably wearing a mask, and I looked real close at the face. And I could tell it wasn't a mask. And then the eyes, he looked over at me because he was looking at my cousin Teresa, who was sitting to my right. And that's why he had his eyes like that. And, I could see the whites from him looking that way. And then he looked over at me, and I was like, that's an animal. That's not a person. And I bolted. Of course, I was 13. I wasn't looking at, wow, his head's pretty big and all that stuff. I was just, because, I couldn't tell how far away from the window it was, how close, etc. There's no way to get perspective, and as dark as it was, But yeah, that's where I saw that one. It scared the hell out of me. I went running out of the room, and my cousins came running out behind me, and I said, oh, did you see that? And they said, no, we ran because you did. So the second one I saw, we were camping. It was like 3 a.m, and a ranger had set us to a hunting campground up on the side of a mountain. According to my friend Andy, we were on the Kangamangas Highway, but it was way too long for that because I looked it up on the map. I was trying to figure out where I was. And according to Google Earth, Kangamangas Highway is not that long because I remember what sign. We passed a sign that said the next gas station was like 200 miles or 100, somebody extremely long. It was like long enough that it warned you, and on this highway. And we drove, and there was nothing. The next town was like that far away. It was just nothing, but you were going up and down mountains, and there was campgrounds along the way. We stopped at a KOA, and it was full up. So we parked, we pitched a tent by the, where you get water. It was the only empty plot of grass. And literally, we just finished putting the last stake in. We were like, finally, and the ranger pulled in and said, you can't pitch a tent there. We told him we were almost out of gas. And we wanted to camp for the night and get a ride into town to get some more gas. And he said, well, 2 miles up the road, there's an old hunter's campground. And he said, you got to drive off the road and go up into the trees. And I forget if it's a half a mile or a mile up the side of the mountain. You'll come to a clearing. It wasn't very big. It was probably about twice the size of this room. And that's a hunter's camp. You can camp there. And that's where we were. And I went out looking for firewood, and I found a dry creek bed, and I had to take a leak, so I was down on the bottom of the creek bed, and it was probably 10 feet to the bottom of the creek bed from the bank. And I was standing there, and I looked up because I heard somebody walk up, and I looked up and I could see the outline of a person standing on the bank. Well, I could see them like from the knees up because they were standing back. I thought it was my friend Rob. And I said, Rob, what are you doing? You can't scare me. My family lives in the country. I'm used to this, because he had never been, this is his first time he'd ever gone camping. So he had never been in the woods. So he didn't answer me. And I was like, I finished taking a leak, and I got up to the top of the bank, and I was like, look, and I said, where the hell did he go? Why didn't he say anything? So I walked back to the camp area, and I said, Rob, what the hell are you trying to scare me for? I'm not going to get scared out here. And there was 3 of us. My friend Andy was there too, and he says, Rob never even left the clearing. He was too afraid to go out there looking for wood. So I was out there by myself, but yet there was somebody else that walked up and was standing. It looked like they were wearing a big, winter jacket because it was cold. I assumed it was my friend Rob, but evidently not. I can't tell how tall it was because, I'm looking up. It was standing 10 feet above me and no telling how far back off the ledge. So I just knew there was a person standing there. You could see the arms, the legs, the head. So those were my sightings. And I think I was paralleled through the woods in Virginia, the same, like a week before I saw the one in the window. Anyway, so ancient texts state that people sacrifice their children to these false gods. Children are a common theme. Yeah, they are. So, how long we got here? 1 hour and 7 minutes. Okay, guys. I'm going to have to call it quits. So, until next time, y'all take it easy.